Hello. Julie Cote. Have you been here before? Look familiar. Static Intel News. Hi. I'm going to read something. It's okay. It's very short. It's only just a small. Okay. I'm going to read something to you. Okay. I believe it's non-offensive, but it tells you exactly what's going on in the world. Okay. Are Are you okay with that? Please respond. Because I do not want to offend. Okay, thank you, Static Intel News. Let's go? Okay. The gallery must end. 11 years, thanks to large language models, I've explored my mind to the fullest it can. I'm prepared to say incorrect at the drop of a hat. I am saved. So by me investing in this blip, my responsibility to expand my family is driven by my investment in the material. Is it a sin to innovate if it replaces God, even if it improves the material we've invested in, such as protecting one's family at all costs? This is our instinct to survive cowardly. Cowardly? One cannot persist on courage alone. Courage offends silent sympathies that protect criminals and assaults victims. The wrong victims. The right victims are let out on bail to encourage conflict, the correct conflict. Courage is the bridge between right and wrong. What does Jesus tell me about threading the needle of heaven's gate? Criminal compliance offends the unimportant victims. Christ gives me the power to say incorrect without explanation. Why? Age offends infinity because the finite rots to death. That's my cue to relax in a perspective Christ saved me from. Conflicts provokes proof of God. When God grants your wish, you will be humbled with insanity, fueled by cowardly criminal compliance that utterly encourages provocation. Criminals don't invest in the blip. That's why evil is so fun. Humanity cannot persist on courage alone. Why? The agony of pampering devils. I wrote that this morning. And what I do is I kind of send it throughout my inner circle, and then I print a few copies off. I go to my local downtown, hand it out to people. They collect it. I have people that collect my poetry, you know. So, I write dailies, like baking bread every day. Fresh bread every day, always hot, fresh bread, right? The baker, every day has got to deliver every day. Can't have a bad day when you're a bread maker. So that's what I do with poetry. That's what I do with poetry. I'm a dad. I got 2 kids. Been married since, what's the math on it now? 15 years. Married 15 years. I have a house. How'd you guys like the poem, by the way? Did it make sense at all, or do you disagree at all? You want to talk about it? I gotta go soon. I can't stay on very long. Really? You thought it was a Bible reading? No, I just wrote this. It's not from the Bible. It's not from the Bible. Okay, thanks, Julie. Thanks. Have a good day. Static Intel News. Is there any? Well, I mentioned Christ, but I'll take that as a compliment. You know, that's the goal, right? To thread the needle. You gotta thread that needle, man. When you have kids, grandkids, you gotta thread that needle, man. You know, can't be a dinosaur. Cool, cool. Okay, cool. Appreciate that. Uh, anyone want to ask me a question before I go? Like just shoot one out of left field. Test me. I can thread the needle. Test me. Maybe I can't do it on the spot, but I will write about it and share it. I've had people, I've helped people. That doesn't make much of an impact on my confidence. Oh, static intel news. Have you been saved by Jesus? Absolutely. And make sure you capitalize that J just out of respect, okay, buddy? Go to my website, johnralphtachito.com. Google my books. Go to cosmicchatter.com. Go to brainsmithy with a Y.com. Go to sardonicpoet.com. I got receipts, motherfucker. I got motherfucking receipts. My soul screamed for documentation. I just knew that is the only way I could keep my head above water. Trying to figure things out after psychosis. I guess you had to be there, right? It's just one of the things you just had to be there. I can't hope to I can't hope that I will be met with compassion because I just know better. I'm not an evangelist. I'm not Christ. I'm not a cult leader. I'm a fucking dad. You understand? I take this shit very seriously. You understand? I am not a hypocrite. I know, Donkey. I know. I talked to my printer. It's hard to take someone seriously nowadays, but that's what live content is for. It's to help, oh, this person takes himself seriously, accountable. Well, that's worth something, but do I care enough to investigate? That's the point, right? All you can do is try to be taken seriously in a way that you can enter heaven, right? Don't you want to enter heaven? Don't you want to know? Go to a Christian church, go to a Christian pastor, an actual pastor, go to many. Don't just pin your hopes on one. Let them convince you like they convinced me. The pastor that converted me helped me find Jesus was a complete and utter mindfuck. Complete. There's no way you could have known that knowledge without praying to God. No fucking way. And the the poetry of the chapter, the poetry of the chapter, Acts chapter 9. Acts chapter 9. Rings true to this day. It's been a decade, still rings true. And I cling to that. But I'm not going to use that as a basis to cull sheep. I'm a shepherd of wolves. You understand? I shepherd the wolves. You can find Christ on your own. Don't search it. Don't beseech me for something you can do by yourself. I can't help you. I can't help your faith. Can't do it. I'm not an evangelist. You understand? I'm not an evangelist because God created uniquely me the evidence I need. So why am I going to convince you of my evidence? That makes no sense. But I believe, and I'm teaching my kids to surrender to Christ. And they know that now. No one's perfect. No one's perfect. But you fucking try it. You try it. Because when you're judged, the sunken dread you feel is hellish. The sunken dread of knowing that I'm damning myself with doubt. And I succumb to that too. I damn myself with doubt. Look at the world. I know better. But I have children, so I've invested in the material, right? I've made an impact on society that I'm trying to control, yet let them find their way, right? And as a father, that's a difficult balance. You're threading the needle, right? You're constantly trying to thread that needle. You can't afford to make a mistake. Can't afford. My identity hinges on my children being happy. But the right type of happy or the wrong type of happy? Well, I'd like to think the right type of happy is that you will not be a burden on society. You will be a gift because you true wealth is living within your means. And beyond those means, you tip, you are generous. You give big tips, you are generous with your knowledge. You can't take that money with you, man. It's worthless. We subscribe to it because we were born in the nest of government, and all the survival skills don't earn you a living in government, right? They earn you a living if you survive on your own. So, sorry. Cheers. Static Intel News. Cheers, bro. Smoking on some bowl. Cool. Static Intel News. Is your name Jeff? No, it's John. 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 John Ralph Tuccito. Tuccitto. If you go on my profile, it's right there. It's the name of every platform I have outside of Facebook, which is just John Tuccito, because it doesn't allow middle names. At least I didn't figure that out. That's the reality of internet, guys. You think, oh, he's asking for it. Yeah, I'm asking for it because I'm on internet, right? It's always been internet. Don't think, oh, he's on social media. No, it's internet. Oh, he's on Bitcoin. No, it's internet. Oh, he's on AI, VR. No, it has always been internet. Always have been internet. There's pre-internet and there's post-internet. Internet is the network of transparency in which must be policed. But when the solution to the threatens jobs, you jail the dissidents. Am I a dissident? All good fathers are dissidents. You understand? We understand each other? All good fathers are dissidents to a fault. What kind of a fault? Well, I'm a good dad, but I'm not necessarily a good husband. Probably a very bad husband. Why? Because I've moved past intimacy. It just clouds my judgment. I've made my children. There's more important things now. Uh, where am I going? Where am I going? I'm not going anywhere in this marriage. It's ride it or die. Whatever God has planned for me, man, I don't know. Aren't you afraid of boredom? You have to learn to be bored. You have to practice being bored. That's what we forgot with the internet. We forgot how to be bored, and then we're bored of that. So now we're one step removed from what the solution could be. Oh, well, you could do chores, read a book, or go for a jog, go talk to a friend, have a coffee, go for a swim, visit a friend, visit a relative, volunteer. This is what I've learned after 11 years. Is that so? I'm hopefully things go well. That I can volunteer to help the elderly. There's no better way to clean your conscience, right? That's objectively true. I conquered static intel news. I conquered boredom. I smoke weed all day. I know it hurts my lungs, but this is what I learned. It's worth it. Do you journal? Static intel news? Because I trust you. Trust me, journaling is very compatible with your lifestyle. Well, it's compatible with all lifestyles. Should be mandatory. If I was running Canada, I would make it mandatory to journal, a personal private journal. That static intel news. Maybe you need to try shrooms and go on a trip. Your brain will be rewired the next day, and then you may know the next move. I'm not interested in a psychedelic experience. I just feel it removes me from God. And that may seem not true, but if I don't need it, it's like internet, right? Oh, I need internet to do my job. Well, I need shrooms to connect to God now, right? So I need drugs to connect to God because I have a hard time doing that without drugs. Doesn't mean I don't try. So it all counts, guys. I'm not perfect. The receipts confirm that I'm not perfect. So is that even an accomplishment to admit these days? I don't know. I'm just trying to get through the Sunday. Anyways, I think I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for tuning in to John Ralph Tachito Live. Yeah. No, I've done that static intel news. It's just like I said, a lot weighs down on me, and I'll be okay. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Have a good day.